Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the free-to-play account. We have 33,000 diamonds. We are making a lot of progression in here. We're already in 41. I want to do some summons on this account. Want to make a little bit of progression. Overall, we have been doing pretty incredibly well with this account. Still building up quite a bit, and we are still building. We have halfway to the next copy of Eugene. Now, overall, guys, breaking news in here. Eugene is going to be available in the guild shop indefinitely. So it was confirmed over on Discord through Lilith. They said that Eugene is going to be available in the guild shop until you get him ascended with 5 stars, which means you're going to be able to entirely build him like this. So my recommendation, I know it's going to take a while to build him, but overall, one, we have to see the impact of having him built, what it is going to look like. But overall, this is going to be probably the best way to build him because you're not going to have to burn through all of your time emblems, guys. Now, overall, with our unlimited summons, we pulled a copy of Athalia, we pulled a copy of Liberta. We're going to continue building out both of those heroes at this point. They are the primary ones that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and pop open these stones, and there we go. Got another copy of Demia out of that one. This account makes a big difference, guys, and the summon right here doesn't really give us much, and then the rare stones, again, just give us a couple copies there. Now remember, this account is free to play in its entirety, which means with that copy of Demia, that is going to give us the ability to actually build her up a little bit further, but that is also going to give us the ability to engrave her. Now this account, we have had quite a bit of engraving mats. Now we talked about the engraving reset that is going to be coming down the line. Make sure you do your research, guys. Make sure you look at exactly who you're going to engrave or who you're going to rewind. I know there's a lot of heroes on here that I need to really build up some furniture and a couple other things, guys. And Demia is one of them that we have absolutely needed to build. Now we have to focus in on Liberta. I did get that one copy of the Awakened version of Athalia. Now, of course, this is going to help us make progression with both of them. Hopefully we can get 1 or 2 copies of Liberta. Now, overall, we also know on the test server, there is a new Voyage of Wonder. That is a legendary elite voyage, which is around the Awakened version of Taylene. With that being said, guys, you are not going to have the ability, period, to have access to that voyage with the unlimited or the elite voyage. That is coming up on Tuesday. If you do not have the corresponding hero, again, that is something that was confirmed. So if you don't have that Awakened version of Taylene, when you come to the Voyage of Wonder, you're actually not going to be able to go down here and do that legendary voyage, because it is not going to be an option for you because you've never and you don't have 1 copy of the Awakened version of Taylene. Don't know if that's going to change in the future, but as it sits today, guys, that is the way that they are running it. So let's go in here. I want to do, again, the Awakened version of Athalia. I don't want to miss these discounted summons. Now, I know a lot of people are building out Chimera, guys, but when you look big picture, Athalia is still SSS in everywhere. Every single spot in AFK Arena, from the campaign all the way down to the Treasure Scramble PvP, everywhere the Awakened version of Athalia is being used. Chimera is being used. We see Belinda with a lot of utilization. We also see Baden with an incredible amount of utilization as well. So we definitely want to build our guys 134 cards with these discounted summons. I'm hoping we can get lucky with at least 1 or 2 copies. It would be ideal. I would love to see some diamonds in here. We could use those diamonds to actually pull a couple more copies of Liberta. But it looks like no good luck on our discounted summons, guys. And that is what, 5? I think that's 5. So there we go. Lucky right there, which just gives us a single copy of her. We have 134 cards to burn in here. Again, it looks like it's going to be a lot of resources. Got to get some RNG, especially as a free-to-play player. A lot of people wonder how I got so many Awakened heroes on here, guys. It's free to play. It takes time. You have to farm the towers. Back-to-back copies right there. That gives us another copy of Athalia. That is already 3 we pulled out of here, and the 1 we already got. So pretty happy, guys. 136 cards. We did pull 3 copies in there. Wonder if we can get a 4th. If by chance, guys, we can pull a 4th out of here, that would be awesome to see. Now, we also do have the Voyage that we do have to go through to pick up a couple more time emblems out of there. And the final card is not a copy, but that's okay, guys, because we have 5 copies here, 33K. Again, looking to build out Liberta. So we need at least one copy, guys. Fingers crossed we get the one copy, which we should, because that one copy is going to bring him to Mythic, which allows us to unlock the signature item, which means we can utilize him a lot more than we did, guys. And there it is for that copy of Liberta. I was hoping we'd pull another one. Got some rare cards right there, though. A couple summons in here. We'll just go ahead and burn these. And the 4 factions, the regular 4 faction hero, guys, it is just kind of the RNG aspect that we're getting them, because all of our diamonds and a majority of our resources are being used to get the heroes, to get the Celestials and the Hypo heroes overall. That is the ones that we're looking for. But that does take Athalia up a little bit higher, which I'm excited about that. And then, of course, Liberta, this takes him to Mythic, unlocking that signature item just like we did with Damia and the engraving, taking them just a little bit higher right here. So we have, yeah, for 514. So 2 more copies will take that awakened version of Athalia up to Mythic as well. So looking here at Liberta, again, we want to build this out, guys. We have been waiting to build this hero out. Now, again, when it comes to the SSS heroes, when it comes to some of these heroes that are really the big priority to build, in my opinion, when it comes to, again, Celestials and Hypos, he is number 1. He is number 1, guys. An absolute game changer in so many aspects of AFK Arena. Definitely wanted to build him out, even when it comes to his gear himself. You can see we don't have a lot of faction gear here, but I'm wondering if we do have some of our chests. And I was thinking that when it comes to our tier 2, you know what? I'm going to run through. I'm going to build out all of his tier 2 gear, which again, guys, gear doesn't make a massive difference later on. Once you get later into AFK Arena, the gear based on like the levels doesn't have a massive difference. When you're mid-level, the gear is a game changer. Honestly, it's really the point that you do want to build it up a little bit further. Want to make sure that you are getting these heroes built out. Make sure you're getting all of their gear kind of built out. Adding the stats, adding the tier 2 stones, the tier 3 stones. Again, kind of making a difference, which here we only have 1 stone right there, but it looks like we do have a couple more, guys. And I'm going to continue focusing on the free-to-play account with my diamonds. And then also when it comes to the event we have going on right now, I'm going to continue to get copies of Eugene. Eugene, again, really big priority in AFK Arena. Just because you're able to get the copies for free out of a couple different events. It looks like we have 27 stones there, 26. So we will go ahead and use those, guys. Boom, taking that to tier 3. I don't know if I think I might have a few. Oh, those are my tier 4 stones. So for him right now, guys, I'm going to do both these because I want the tenacity in there. That is where we're going to build him. Now, we did get really lucky with this, guys. Double attack right there. So we have a lot of damage that is built on Liberta. But again, a lot of different game modes going to build him. And then, of course, we do have Damia up to that 60 engraving, which is where we wanted to build it when right here, the tenacity of the allies. Not a huge requirement, but overall with the heroes that I have built for this account, definitely a game changer, guys. Let's pop open all of these boxes. All the loot we got out of here should actually be able to give us almost another level, guys. 2 more heroes right there. Boom, we got a copy of Vika. Vika, again, being used as a couple different subs in there. Even with, again, Nightmare Corridor, not a solid sub, but some of the tier lists we're seeing are utilizing that hero in place of the awakened version of Leica. Now, Leica I do not have at this time. So Leica, unfortunately, we're not going to have. And Vika, with the way that I'm building them, guys, I'm not going to have copies of Vika either. But we are getting there, guys. That completes our weeklies, which is awesome. Campaign, definitely going to have to push a little bit more. And then, of course, like I was saying, out of the event, Midwinter Carnival, have to catch that up a little bit. But then here, Midwinter Gifts, I'm going to pick up the copy of Eugene out of here. Really hoping he's going to be a game changer. Really hoping that it is going to be a hero that we can continue to use. Again, Fate's End, we got to go through here and finish out that voyage so we can get a couple more cards. Hopefully that'll transition into a couple more copies of that awakened version of Athalia that we've been kind of building out. Even looking at some of the heroes here, guys, we've been and we're sitting on a lot of copies of older heroes. So that's kind of what I've noticed, even looking down here in food, guys, for the ones that we already have up to 5 stars like Brutus. We can use some of the copies. There's Brutus, we have Salakai, we have Sonya, which it looks like we don't have either of those maxed out. I'm going to actually go back here. We'll use that copy. Boom, Brutus is already 5-star, but we want that legendary copy. Now, of course, a couple, guys, that we need to really focus on. One being Ivan, building up Ivan actually a little bit further, getting some more copies to get him up to Ascended. I do not have Lava Tune either. So at the point of when I get Liberta built out and all the way up to that Ascended 1-star, I'm going to swap over to Lava Tune. Lava Tune is going to be the next one that I'm going to be building out. So again, we're making progression in here, guys. And that is essentially what AFK Arena is. It is a game of progression. When you're coming in here and you're playing on a regular basis, getting through a lot of the copies, getting free loot, guys, anywhere you can, even though it's 9 Mauler cards right there. We're getting 300 essence out of there, which of course is going to allow us to build another hero or another level to the Elder Tree as we continue to push this. And then of course, just some more food out of here, guys. 9 more rare heroes. Everything in this game is the accumulation. Now, like we were saying earlier, with the Awakened Heroes, going through farming content, farming the King's Tower. Now looking here, guys, again, free to play account. We have the Awakened version of Belinda. We have a couple copies of Thane right there. Looking at our Maulers, we do have Brutus. So we do have the Awakened version of Brutus is at 1-star. We have Sophia that is built up as well. Looking at our Wilders, we have the Awakened version of Solus. Again, only taking the heroes to 1-star. Looking at our Graveborn, we have the Awakened version of Baden. Now, I don't have Shamira at this point. And then, of course, looking in here, we are building out Athalia right now, which is huge, guys. We have that single copy of Taylene. We have Aziz here. We have Matria. We have Eugene. We're building a lot. We have a lot of cards. We've went through a lot of cards. We've made a lot of progression on this account, which makes me super happy, guys, as a free-to-play player. Even going through here, again, Liberta, Athalia, I'm going to make a really big difference within here. Top 65. I can do way better than that, guys. I'm definitely getting through both of these based on the heroes that we built today. Going to make some more progression. I have to pay attention to some of the tier lists and see exactly where we're going to go. So, all right, guys. So that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.